What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be installing the 12,000 pound Badlands winch on my 3rd gen 4Runner. I had planned on getting a new winch for quite some time. Over the weekend I ended up ripping the front bumper off of the truck while I was kinetic pulling someone. The mounting points on my frame rails had failed. They were just really old and getting a little bit thin. Since then we've repaired all of those and got the bumper remounted on the truck. But in the process of all that, the winch that was on the truck exploded. So the winch itself is in good condition still. It's sitting in the back of the truck, but it's just an old Amazon winch. Everything about it worked for what I needed it for, but it was time for an update anyways, as well as this is the control box. It's probably fixable, but instead of wasting my time trying to fix this and then finding a new home for all of these wires, we just went ahead and bought the new winch. So today, that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna go ahead and start unboxing this and get it on the truck. Okay, let's start unboxing this thing. So you got your owner's manual and safety instructions. This is your guide to winching. We won't be needing any of that. Comes with a bunch of sweet stickers. And then now the fun stuff. Another perk about this winch compared to the one that I had on the truck, the previous winch was a wired remote control. So I did have to plug in and run the remote into the driver's seat every time that I use the winch. This one is going to be a wireless controller, which is a huge bonus when you don't want to be jumping in and out of the truck just to run your winch. And then we have like a D-ring style clip hook for the end of your tow rope, an optional plug-in for the handle if you choose to not run it wireless. I would imagine you would only need this in the case that your remote dies. And then we have the fair lead, which I just bought the same one for $35 maybe a week or two ago when I finished the bumper. Now I have two, maybe I'll give this one to a friend. Then you have your negative and positive connections for your battery that are going to run the power supply to your winch. Here she is. We measured the inside of my bumper based off of this winch specifically. My buddy Jake that helped me build this bumper has this winch already. So I had already planned on getting this, and we just went ahead and used the measurements for this. So when it came time, this actually does fit in the bumper. I'm not entirely sure it fits. We hope so. And then lastly, you have your hardware to mount the winch onto the bumper, and then all of your hardware to mount up your power supply. Installing the winch should be relatively simple. First things first, I gotta go ahead and get the hood open and then get the grill off so I have enough room to drop the winch down into the bumper. Lucky for me, all of the clips on my grill are broken, so it's just a couple zip ties. Now is the moment of truth to see if the winch actually fits in the bumper. There you go. Those holes line up. I think we're good. It literally fits with like a 1/4 inch of extra space on each side. The bumper doesn't touch the winch. It fits like a glove. So now that I have the winch in the bumper, I'm gonna go ahead and take my mounting hardware, which are 17mm bolts. There's 4 of them, and get the winch mounted to the bumper. Okay, so now that the winch is mounted to the bumper, the next step would be to go ahead and get my power supply wired in. All of the battery terminal wire that it comes with is spare / additional, just in case you want to relocate your power supply box. My case, I don't need to do that, so everything is already good to go. All I need to do is run the positive side up through to the battery terminal, as well as hook up the ground or the negative side to the back of the winch here and run that up to the battery as well. There is a perfect little body hole in the front of the truck here, so I'm going to run it up through so it's nice and hidden. And then I'm just going to leave it up near the battery for now. And then secondly, I'm going to go ahead and take the ground side of the wire, or the negative side, and let me show you guys in here. There is a little post, you can kind of see it down here, and this is going to be your negative post that you connect one end of your ground to. And then lastly, the winch does also come with a ground specific wire. This one's like a little 16 gauge wire. It's very small, very noticeable. This you're able to run directly into your negative post terminal on the back of the winch, and you don't have to worry about mounting this to the body or anything like that. The winch does come with like a circuit breaker on-off switch. You don't necessarily have to run that. It does come with a ton of extra parts that are not necessary. In my application, I'm not going to use it. And then obviously there's a ton of extra slack in your wiring that's going to be hanging down into your engine bay. At the very end, I will go ahead and tuck all that stuff in a place that makes sense and zip tie everything out of the way. Now that I have the winch mounted to the bumper and wired into the battery, I wanted to go ahead and test everything and make sure it's all set up correctly before I go ahead and start trimming the grill to fit. So all I did was, there is an off and on switch on the top of the winch, which you can choose to leave on if you'd like. I personally will probably leave it off until it's in use. That is basically a built-in breaker, so you're not going to be drawing any kind of power from the truck. And then I have the wireless winch handle in my hand. It came with batteries already in it, which was awesome. So turned the winch on, turned the key over in the truck, and I'll go ahead and hit out. And in. And everything is working great. So my next step is to get the grill up onto the front of the truck, see how much more trimming I need to do. It is trimmed for the previous control box that was on here, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. The last step of this process would be to unspool the entire winch, hook up to something, and then kind of winch yourself all the way in. When the winch comes brand new, there's going to be some play or some slack in the wrap. You want to make sure that you get rid of any of that play that's in the winch before you actually get out on the trail and try to winch yourself out of a situation. It can cause a lot of damage to the winch line itself as far as tying knots in the winch, and you will just have a terrible time trying to get it untangled. So that's going to be the last step before we actually get out on the trail and use this winch. As you can see, the grill doesn't quite fit over the control box. So what I'm going to do is take a little marker, and it looks like I'll only have to trim a couple inches off of either side. So I'm going to go ahead and take an angle grinder and chop up the grill real quick and make it fit. Some of you guys might be very opposed to chopping up the front end of your truck, and that's totally fine. Like I said earlier, in my case, I already had a winch on the front of the truck, and I already had this grill trimmed to fit that bumper with the winch in place. So I'm not going to lose any sleep by cutting it up. Now, having said all of that, all of the parts that I brought up earlier in the video, as far as the additional cables and the relocation kit, all of that stuff is where this is going to come into play. You would just simply remove your control box from the top of the winch, find a new location in the engine compartment somewhere where those wires reach, and then you won't have to do any of this cutting. The overall process of this installation took about an hour. It was all straightforward and really easy to work with, so I'm super happy about that. I have quite a few friends that run this winch, as well as people that I see online, and they all have great things to say about it. So I absolutely cannot wait to get out on the trails and give it a try. We did build this bumper to pair with this winch, and everything worked out awesome. The fitment is perfect. There's about a 1/4 inch of clearance on each side, and it looks amazing. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and follow along for more. You can also follow me on Instagram at Little Truck Big World. I appreciate you guys for watching, and see you next time.